we would learn about sorting in Python with key function. So that's the major thing we're going to learn. So what happens inside this key, when you give a function, what happens? We'll try to understand that. So for example, let's start with a list of tuple with numbers. So before we move on to, let's uh, let's see what's the problem now. We have a list of tuple with the tuple consists of two elements, and the question is, if you want to sort this list based on the second element, how do we proceed, right? So normally what we do is we add the sorted function and we keep the list as the input as an iterable, and then we add the key as helper. Okay, so here helper is nothing but a function which takes the data. So we see what happens in the data by printing it. Okay, so here it is. The data prints each element in the list. So each tuple is getting printed, and then if you want to sort based on the first element or the second element, you just need to return it. Okay, so here I'm going to return data 1 because our sorting is based on the second element. Okay, so here the sorting happens based on the second element 0 1 2, and if you want to sort descending order on the second element, just put minus. Okay, so now the sort happens based on the second element, which is 2 1 0. So if you want to sort both based on the second element and then the first element, you just give data of 0. So this first would sort based on the first index element, and then based on the 0th index element. So this is the basic understanding of sort in Python, with key as a major understanding in our today's lesson. Okay, so next go to the different input. We have a set of tuple in which the first element in the tuple is a word and the second element is your number. So here if you want to sort based on the number, what should you do? Okay, so as usual, let's print what happens here. So as you print, you can see each element is being printed, and the first element is nothing but a word and second is your number. So we just categorize this data into word and a number, and then if you want to sort based on the number, you do the same as before, just return num, and as you can see, this is being printed from ascending order. And if you want to do the same vice versa with descending, you just do this. Okay, now your list is being sorted based on the descending order of the number. So this is one concept, and if you want to do both number and word, just append word next. Okay, so this is what happens when you give a lambda function or a normal function inside key. What's happening behind us, it takes each element inside the list, it processes it, and based on what you return, it gives the output, the sort output. Okay, so if you get this, next we'll go to a couple of problems in Leetcode which follows the same understanding. The first would be top k frequent elements. So here what the question is, given a non-empty array of integers, then the k most frequent elements. Okay, so k most frequent elements you have to give, and here the input is, there are 3 ones, 2 2s and 1 3, so it return 1 2. Okay, so how do we approach this problem is have a counter. So how your counter is always going to be a dict. So this function, yeah, this could give you the counter function. Yeah, so this will return the count of elements present in the list, and if you convert this into items, you can see a tuple as we seen in the lesson before. Okay, so this is nothing but your tuple. So similar to what we have here. So given the condition, so what we need to do is we need to return the k most frequent elements, and it should be sorted from highest to lowest. So highest to lowest is, we always have a helper function. Okay, and since you need to sort based on the frequency, which is the second element here. Okay, so you need to sort based on highest to lowest. That's the reason I'm putting minus. Then our sort function. So in this sort, you're going to give this tuple value, and your key is nothing but your helper. So your helper will already take care of what needs to be sorted. Okay, and we just need to return the first k elements, right? The sorting is done. What you need to do is return the yes. So here you sort it, and yeah, I'm just going to give you a print so that you can understand what's happening. Yeah, it prints the based on the second element has been sorted 3, 2 and 1, and what are element we want from this sorted, like we want only 2 elements, so I'll just take the first 2 and I'll print the first element. So that's what I'm doing. So this should work. Yeah, it works. And we can see a similar problem here, the top k frequent words. So this also follows the same concept. You just need to set up a counter, and yes, same. Okay, so here I'm just going to print for your understanding. I'll just do it faster here. The print items, so it would be same. This is your second scenario which we tried. So here you want to sort the tuple. Okay, and your key is helper. Okay, here the sort condition is based on frequency from highest to lowest. So that is your number, and then alphabetical order, so then your word. So your helper should be the same, except it should be a number and a word. So here your helper is word first, followed by a num. That's your data. So you sort based on the number and then based on the word. Okay, so sort, this helper would take care of how to sort. So what you need to do is you need to return the first k elements. So same, just follow the same template, and then you return it. Yeah, this works. Yeah, this works because I tried many times. Yeah, so the key is, how do you apply this learning, and with the understanding. The main thing is learn what this helper does, what the function inside the key does, and then you solve as many problems as it comes. So that is the key thing. It's not about attacking whatever is there, just understand. Instead of putting one word lambda, and you don't know what happens, you just follow the same thing, and when a new problem comes, you just stun, don't know what to do. So rather you go with what you have, understand what the function does, and then you solve many problems with this. So that's the key takeaway today. I'll see you guys sometime later. Thanks a lot.